today. I'm excited because those who don't usually say anything have done a lot today. And we just want to give you all a hand and be encouraged. Come on, give these hands here. Every Sunday, February represents Black History Month, and each Sunday we have taken out the time to allow our youth to talk about someone other than the norm. And when I say the norm, I'm talking about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, those people, Rosa Parks, because those are considered pioneers in our Black history. But there are other people who have paved the way for Black people and done so many things within our history that people don't get the credit for. So the first Sunday, Donald and Brother Carl kicked it off. Last Sunday, it was Sister Lanza and Josiah. And this Sunday is going to be Ebony Harris and Brother Vincent Harris. So I want you all to welcome them and just support them. So come on, Sister Ebony, you're going to kick it off.
You look good, girl. You look good.
So I will be introducing Valerie L. Thomas. Valerie Thomas was born on February 8, 1943, and born in the United States, Maryland. Thomas was interested in science as a child after observing her father flickering with the TV. At the age of 8, she read the boy's first book of electronics. Even with her father's interest in electronics, he did not help her with projects in the book.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
She attended an all-girls school and was encouraged not to pursue in science by her parents and most of her teachers. Her parents did not fight for her right to study a STEM program, which is a science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. After she graduated, she decided to attend Morgan State University, where she was one of the 2 women who were majoring in physics. Thomas excelled in her mathematics and science courses, and after graduating with a degree in physics, she worked for NASA. In 1964, Valerie begins to work for NASA as a data analysis. She developed real-time computer data systems to support satellite operations to control centers and oversaw the creations of the Landsat program. Her participation in this program expanded to visualize Earth and space. In 1974, Thomas headed a team of 50 people for the Large Area Core Inventory Experiment, which is abbreviation for LASSI. In 1976, she attended a scientific seminar where she viewed an exhibit and demonstrated an illusion. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The exhibit used concave mirrors to fool the viewer into believing that a light bulb was glowing even after it has been unscrewed from its socket. She was so amazed by this, she wanted to create this on her own. Later that year, she began to experiment with flat and concave mirrors. Flat mirrors would have a reflection that would seem to be behind the glass. The concave mirror would have a reflection that would be in front of the glass, producing a 3-dimensional illusion. Curious about how the light and concave mirrors could be used at her work at NASA, she began to research that year, with creating an experiment in which she observed how the position of a concave mirror will affect the real objective that is reflected. With her knowledge of technology, she would invent illusion transmitter. On October 21st, 1980, she obtained a patent for the illusion transmitter, a device that NASA continues to use today. As a woman and an African American, Thomas worked her way up to Associate Chief of the Space Science Data Operations Office of NASA. In 1985, she was an NSSDA, which is a NASA Space Science Data Coordinator Archive. Computer Facility Manager responsible for a major consolidation and reconfiguration of 2 previously independent computer facilities and infused them with the new technology. In 1990, SPAN became a major part of NASA science networking and today's internet. At the end, she retired from NASA in her position of Associate Chief of NASA Space Data Operations Office. Post-retirement, Valerie was an associate of a UMBC, University of Maryland, Baltimore County, Center of Multi-Core Hybrid Productive Research. She continued to serve as a mentor of youth through the Science, Mathematics, Aerospace Research and Technology and National Technical Association. Thomas's invention was depicted in a children's fictional book, television, and video games. Okay, these achievements are long, so stay with me. For her achievements, Thomas received numerous awards, including the Goddard Space Flight Center Award of Merit and NASA's Equal Opportunity Medal. She mentored countless students and youth through the Goddard Space Flight Center, National Technical Association, Women in Science and Engineering, the National Technical Association, and Science, Mathematics, Aerospace Research and Technology Incorporation Program.
Good.
Praise the Lord, everybody. So, for my Black History Month, I will be doing George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver was an African-American scientist and educator. Carver is famous for many inventions, including a number of uses for the peanut. George Washington Carver was born enslaved, went on to become one of the most prominent scientists and inventors of his time, as well as a teacher at the Tuskegee Institute. Carver devised over 100 products using one major crop. The peanut included dyes, plastic, and gasoline. Carver was most likely born in 1864, enslaved in Diamond, Missouri during the Civil War years. A week after his birth, Carver was kidnapped along with his sister and mother from the Carver farm by raiders from the neighboring state of Arkansas. Susan Carver, his mom, taught Carver to read and write since no local school would accept Black students at the time. Accepted to Highland College in Highland, Kansas, Carver was denied admittance once college administrators learned he was Black. Instead of attending classes, he homesteaded a claim where he conducted biological experiments and compiled a geological collection. While interested in science, Carver was also interested in the arts. In 1890, he began studying art and music at Simpson College in Iowa, developing his painting and drawing skills through sketches and botanical samples. His love for drawing the natural world, a teacher suggested that Carver enroll in the botany program at the Iowa State Agricultural College. He received his master's degree at Iowa State after graduating from Iowa State. Carver embarked on a career of teaching and research. Booker T. Washington, the founder of the historically Black Tuskegee Institute hired Kyle Carver to run the school's agricultural department in 1896. George Washington Carver was known as the Peanut Man, but he did not invent peanut butter. He is the first African American to have a national monument. Carver's inventions include hundreds of products, including more than 300 from peanuts, milk, plastics, paints, dyes, cosmetics, medicinal oils, soap, ink, and wood stains. 118 from sweet potatoes, molasses, postage, stamp glue, flour, vinegar, and synthetic rubber, and even a type of gasoline.
You got more?
Carver died after falling down the stairs at his home on January 5th, 1943, at the age of 78. He was buried next to Booker T. Washington on the Tuskegee grounds. As I quote, "It is not the style of clothes one wears, neither the kind of car one drives, or the amount of money one has in the bank that counts. These means nothing. It is simply service that measures success." My name is Vincent Harris, and I am a young Black history.